Egg Fleet. General Winter was manning Vale's defense, keeping Eggman at a stalemate. Egg Carrier Bridge. Eggman. That General Winter's shore is tenacious. Stone. It seems GUN have learned from their last experience, sir. They noticed the army evacuated the civilians while creating a safe zone. Eggman. They are of no consequence. Our objective is clear. Then the shadowy figure enters and pushes Ruby in, who is in aura-canceling cuffs. Eggman. Greetings and bienvenue, Miss Ruby Rose. Ruby. How do you know my name? Eggman. Oh, I have been taking interest in a certain friend of yours. A partner? Or something more? She blushed as Eggman smirks. Eggman. Ah, there it is, the love interest. Well, Miss Rose, I have a plan for you. Ruby. What to serve as bait? Think again. She tries to turn into petals, but she found out she couldn't. Eggman. Oh, don't even bother. I have been studying you people for months now. Do you really think I don't know how to counter your superpowers? Ha! What do you take me for? Ruby. A strange, bald old man who has a weird mustache and a furry? Eggman. Wha? WHAT. I will escort the prisoner to the brig. He moves her away before Eggman could rant like a lunatic as Agent Stone calms him down with a latte. Moments later, Ruby was thrown into a cell as she stood up and glared at her captor. Ruby, Shadow will kick your butt. Oh, I count on it. He turns away and leaves her to think of a way out. Meanwhile, Amity Arena. Sonic and Shadow recovers and got back up. Shadow. The doctor planned this. It was too convenient for him to have both of us down while he pulled his move. Tails flew to them to check up on them. Tails, are you two okay? Shadow, you look like you got hit hard. Shadow. Never mind me, we need to save Ruby. Young. Now you're talking. Blake. Young, take it easy, your aura is barely even half yet. Weiss. What was that thing that attacked you and took Ruby? Shadow. I didn't get a clear look at it, but whatever it is, hits harder than Sonic. Sonic. Hey. Omega flew in along with the rest of the cast. Omega. Prerogative. We must take down the enemy fleet. Public safety is the priority. Shadow nods as the rest of the team prepares to take the fight to Eggman. Nora. Hey Shady, are you okay to fight? Shadow. I will manage. Don't tell me I can't go after Ruby. Nora. Nothing of the sort. It's just you're hurt. Shadow snaps his fingers and his prior injuries were healed, but he lost a good amount of chaos energy for it. Run. That is a nifty trick. Shadow. With my current reserves, I can't use some of my abilities, and I used one performance already. Sonic. Sorry about that, Shads. Egg Dweeb really picked a cruddy time to attack. A contingent of badniks came to weaken them as they opened fire on the teams. Incoming transmission. Winter, Team Dark, we need you to prevent those ships from attacking the populace. Do whatever you can. Yamato can't take on all that firepower alone, and we're already taking damage. Shadow, understood. You heard the general. Sonic, let's go teams. GUN sent an assault ship for transport. Play Unleashed Project. Their assault ships is trying to make its way to Eggman's main ship. Tails assume command of the flying as the pilots do their best to arm the countermeasures. They see another ship join them with Knuckles, Rouge, and Topaz on board along with the Chaos Emeralds. Sonic, glad that you guys can make it. Shadow felt revitalized having the emeralds nearby. Shadow, no time for messing around. He charges up and flew towards the fleet-blowing January 3rd RD of it with a massive chaos blast. Meanwhile, back at Eggman. Eggman was staring at the explosion with his shades sliding down his face with his mouth wide open. Sonic. Holy cow. Young. He's angry they took Rubes. They really crossed the line with that. Blake. Let's back him up by taking down some of the ships.
Weiss. Unterstot.
She stuck her rapier to the floor as a glyph appeared above one of the ships, and a massive sword went through it. Knuckles, impressive. But stand back and let me show you how it's done. He jumped off their ship with Rouge flying down to carry him, and they landed on one ship, and Knuckles tapped his fists together as he went on a rampage, while Rouge made her way to the bridge through Knuckles' opening. Tails. There must be some kind of control node for those ships, but I need time to find it. Yang. We'll buy you time. Come on, partner. Blake. I got you covered. The two lands on another ship and worked in tandem to make their way trying to disable it. Sonic cracked his hands and ate an emergency chili dog and jumped off to take another. Ozpin and the huntsman on the ground take on the invading Badniks. Eggman was getting nervous as 1/3 of his fleet is gone while Gun was taking down the rest while Team Sonic, Silver, Yellow Jacket, and Dark were making quick work of 3 ships, but that was the least of his problems. Then something lands on his carrier with great force that it slightly shook. Shadow. EEGGMMMMAANNN. Ruby was able to escape using her newly acquired martial arts and was able to get her cuffs off. She speeds through the ship in search of Crescent Rose until she found it on a lab being studied for duplication. Ruby, get your hands off my baby. Bridge. Eggman. Now Shadow, that's not nice to scream at the top of your lungs. He then sent a Chaos Spear into one side, blowing off a number of cannons. Shadow. Release the hostage or else. Eggman pulls on his collar. Eggman. That is beyond my capacity. You should talk to her taker. Then, the hooded figure was seen walking atop of the bridge's roof. The figure then pulls off the hood. Neo Metal. Shadow. Round 2.